Instagram. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's time to rise and shine. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's time to open our eyes. Yes. Heart Chakra Wednesday is calling. Is calling. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. I'm sharing this out. Then I will introduce myself. Then we will move right along, folks. We are getting there. Here we go. And ba-da-dum-bum-bum. Okay, hello. I am here hosting Love and Action's Daily Boost. This is a daily boost, child. We bring you through the 7-day chakra challenge. We read some Melody Beatty. We read some of our own inspiration, and we have super hosts that do this every single day. So we have Dr. Flo on Mondays and Tuesdays. We have me on Wednesdays. A lot of Snacks 5 on Thursdays and Fridays, and then I am back on Saturdays. Poppy Wata and Starlight take over Sundays with Waiting to Exhale. And just a note that there is a change in venue for Waiting to Exhale both tonight and going forward. The public version of Waiting to Exhale is going to be over on TikTok. So make sure that you tune in there. And we will do that. You can find all that information at lovedandlovable.org, 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 lovedandlovable.org. We will be updating a bunch of things today, so just stay tuned. If you've never seen me before, I am Tara Priolo. I am your resident white-facing biracial multi-passionate musician, and I talk about the ish that nobody wants to talk about and push you to do the same. I'm going to check my sound over on YouTube really quick, and then we're going to get going. Sounds great. Okay, good job. Okay, so let's get started. Drop your stuff in the comments if you have anything interesting and bold to say, okay? Let us know what you need today, and we're going to jump in. So I'm going to dive in with some We the Urban because I was quite inspired by this post. I shared one of the things. I believe that Dr. Flo shared one of the things. Oh, and I forgot to say what our goal is at Love and Action Network. Our goal at Love and Action Network is to encourage and equip and empower you to sorry, I just got distracted. Our goal at Love and Action is to encourage, equip, and empower you to put your love in action. We would also like to reach the 800,000 before that they are on 4 flats, before they are on 3 flats, even before you are on even 1 flat. We want to reach you and pull you out of that space. Okay, we are a mental health ministry. We do have some mental health professionals that float around the community, although I am not. I'm giving you some tools that may help because we all know that capitalism makes life expensive. If you are a member here, and you are listening, check yourself in over on Halo. If you're a VIP member, if you're not a VIP member, y'all know where to go, lovedandlovable.org. Okay, lovedandlovable.org, lovedandlovable.org, lovedandlovable.org. Here we go. We're sharing We the Urban. We are staying in the light today. Flo was dancing all morning, so not all morning. Flo was just dancing when I left him. When I left him. Isn't there a song? That's a cue somewhere. Anyway, We the Urban. Okay, here we go, folks. If you're over on the YouTubies, you can see my screen shared. And I really just loved this post yesterday. I think it contains a lot. Once again, if you have never been here before and you're like, Tawa, what is We the Urban? Well, it is a Black run account on the internet talking about relationships, specifically romantic relationships, but I think that it applies to all of the above. Okay, I think that we can take the lessons from this and put them on towards ourselves. I think we can put them towards our friendships. I think we can put them towards our colleague relationships. Da 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 da. Anything. So anyway, and I just think that sometimes they post really inspirational stuff. So here we go. If you're on YouTube, you see it. If you're on Instagram, I will read and describe. So this is a there goes my baby. My baby likes We the Urban too. This is a post that or a slide that says the same thing over and 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 over down the screen as far as it will go, right? You can be a work in progress and still love yourself. I'm going to read every single one of these ones until y'all listen. You can be a work in progress and still love yourself. We're talking about love today because it's Heart Chakra Wednesday too. You can be a work in progress and still love yourself. Did you know? You can be a work in progress and still love yourself. Love yourself. Have you gotten your journals yet? Y'all know you're stuck here with me today. I'm so sorry to tell you, but you're stuck here with me, folks. You're stuck here with me. So grab your notebook. What does it mean to love yourself? What does it feel like to love yourself right now in this moment as you are a work in progress? Because the only time that you're not a work in progress is when you're dead, child. When you're no longer breathing, right? When you're no longer breathing. You can be a work in progress and still love yourself. I'll come riff on this in a second. You can be a work in progress and still love yourself. You got your affirmation? You can be a work in progress and still love yourself. I can be a work in progress and still love myself. I can be a work in progress and still love myself. This one we shared into the LIA community, both Dr. Flo and I, yesterday. If you are not in the telly, what are you doing? It's a free resource. We have subjects for everything, lovedandlovable.org. Y'all, again, we want to catch you. We want to be proactive, not preactive, proactive. We want to be proactive. We want to be proactive. All right. We want to reach you before it becomes a space where you have to be reactive. So anyway, this was shared into the community as an encouragement. It was shared this morning, I believe, to the main super chat from Threads. But it says healing, trying, growing, releasing, accepting, unlearning, evolving. Evolving. I love that word, evolving. Evolving. There's so much on this that I could riff on. Y'all, I'm trying to stay on topic because I'm trying to get out of here because I didn't have the morning that I wanted to have, which is fine. And that's what we're going to talk about. It's fine. Anyway, next slide. Are you healing or just this is a big one. Where's your notebooks? I feel like I'm screaming at you all the time. Where are your notebooks? Where are your notebooks, child? Oh, thank you, Starlight. I didn't have the time. Like I didn't listen. No excuses, okay? Let me not get caught creating my face. Thank you. I took a shower today. Thank you. Okay, this is a big one. Are you healing or just distracting yourself from sadness? Are you healing or just distracting yourself from sadness? Put in your notebooks, folks. Put in your notebooks. Put in your notebooks. Next slide. All you can do. Oh, another one. Here's another affirmation. Here it is. All you can do is all you can do. I need that for me today. All you can do is all you can do. All you can do is all you can do. All I can do is all I can do. All I can do is all I can do. I got to read the rest of the slide. Focus on what you can control. Release what you can't. Oh, oh, oh. Just a reminder, if you're an LIA member, to check yourself in on the Halo, which I hope had the right time. I think my post posted at the wrong time. It's fine. We're not going to worry about it. That's, that. Click the wrong button. Okay. Okay, next slide. You deserve a relationship that feels like inspiration, not distraction. This is all relationships, folks. Platonic, friendships, colleagues, romantic. You deserve a relationship that feels like inspiration, that gives you inspiration, that helps you grow, that helps you lead, that helps you become whole in yourself. And you have to be whole in yourself first to receive this, right? We'll talk about that a little bit later with the heart chakra. But you deserve relationships that feel like inspiration. Right now, Dr. Flo is looking for bold and interesting people, not only to host daily boosts and more programs, because we want you to have, it's a growth program. Okay. I called it a mental health ministry earlier. It's also a growth program. All right. We grow here. We grow you. You got an idea about a podcast like Caden did? We'll help you produce it. We'll give you the tools. You want a newsletter like Starlight has now? We'll help you produce it. You want to have master classes every week? Dr. Flo will help you produce it. Dr. Flo wants you to have a podcast? Dr. Flo will help me produce it. I want to have a method. I want to free the people. Dr. Flo and the Love in Action community help me create it. You deserve relationships that feel like inspiration, that grow you every single day, even if that's only 1%. They should feel like inspiration, not distraction. Y'all got it? Y'all got it? Come on now. Somebody, listen, Pastor Priolo apparently checked in this morning. I wasn't aware. She didn't tell me, okay? But she apparently checked in this morning. All right. Woo! Here's another big one. Y'all, I cannot see out of these glasses right now. Loved and lovable. I'm going to try to turn my Wi-Fi back on my Instagram. Pause due to poor connection. We'll see if it ever clicks in. Anywho, if I lose that, it doesn't really matter. Oh, there we are. All right. It broke my heart, but liberated you from illusions. Woo! It broke my heart, but reminded you of your worth. Not my heart, your heart, child. I've been reading this wrong the whole time. Let me start again. I can read, I swear. It broke your heart, but liberated you from your illusions. It broke your heart, but reminded you of your worth. It broke your heart, but affirmed your intuition. It broke your heart, but ignited your creativity. How many of you in the room, raise your hands in the chat. Raise your hands in the chat. Have had a breakup, have had something that has been bad in your life, trauma, something like that, right? But then you rose from it by creating something, right? It broke your heart, but ignited your creativity. It broke your heart, but encouraged your growth. It broke your heart, but repaired your perspective. It hurts, but be thankful for the newfound clarity. It hurts, but be thankful for the newfound clarity. You deserve a life that doesn't require constant escape. This is why in my Goal Getter, I focus a lot on what the work-life balance looks like and how you can integrate your work and your life. Because for those of us who are dreamers, for those of us who are light workers, for those of us who are trying to heal the world, for those of us that are trying to liberate the world, for those of us that are seeking freedom, for those of us that are bold and interesting, sometimes that stuff gets really heavy to hold, right? Sometimes it feels like we're very stuck in our dreams. There's my Google. I'm still here. I'm still here. Don't you do that. Don't you kick me out. We ain't doing that today. All right. Yes, dream building is hard. Yes. Digging into these tasks are hard. Yes, it's true. And how can we work around that to have a life that actually feels like something we want to live? You deserve a life that doesn't require constant escape. This is the big one. Listen up. Listen up, folks. Listen up. It's a big one. This is the reason why I'm sharing this one. Okay? I told you we could riff on each one of these, okay? Okay. Dare to desire more than what you believe you deserve. Let me say it again. Somebody's typing in the chat. I'll come type it in the chat. Dare, where's the chat? Here's the chat. Dare to desire more than what you believe you deserve. Dare to desire more than what you believe you deserve. See yourself in that place. It's okay to want more for yourself. And I will tell you what, my not coach, Dr. Flo, as we collaborate and coach each other and learn things from each other and inspire each other inside of Love and Action and test and et cetera, et cetera. He is a person that will push you to make sure that you're always looking bigger. Dare to desire more than what you believe you deserve. Dare to desire it. What does that look like? What does that look like? Dare to desire more than what you believe you deserve. See yourself in that place. It's called manifestation, right? It's okay to want more for yourself. It's a big one, folks. It's a big one. You deserve someone and communities who is sure about you or who are sure about you. You have always, oh, child, this one's getting me. This is a good slide. I don't think I read this slide. I got to collect myself. Hold on. Because I really wasn't expecting to run into this one. So here we are. Here we are. You have always found a way. This time will be no different. I see your hearts. I don't know who that is, but I appreciate your hearts. You have always found a way. This time will be no different. And I have been blatantly saying that to Dr. Flo, probably the community too, trying to pump myself up in the confidence of it all, believing that it's all like trying to believe, right? One of my things is like, I can talk a big game. Like I can say this. I've always found a way. I've always found a way. There's no reason to believe that this is different. Also, if y'all hear my dog snoring, y'all know what that is. He had a rough night. He's got an ear infection. Okay. You have always found a way, and this time will be no different. I don't know if I really believed that until I read it right here. I don't know if I really believed that until I read it here. So I'm definitely going to journal about that later. And as you can see, they offer one more affirmation to us in the caption. Also, to those of you that were in the social media class, the CTA is the last sentence if you're watching on YouTube. The affirmation of the day. My bravery will look different each day. I am doing my best. I can with what I have. And that is enough. I am doing the best I can with what I have. And that is enough. Let me ask, which slides spoke to you? If there was a slide that spoke to you more than the others, put it in the chat. I got to move on, y'all. I got to move on. I got chakra. I want to talk about authenticity. Y'all let me know in the chat. Do you want to talk about authenticity or do you want to talk about chakra first? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. You have always found a way. This time will be no different. You have always found a way. This time will be no different. All right, I'm pulling up my chakra notes. Gonna check the chat. Oh, I'm on the wrong. Okay, I see. I can see what's happening. So enemies beware. Ba dee 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 doo 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 doo. Do, 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 do. Got it. Inside, but can you feel? I'm going to get copyright. Okay. Wednesday heart chakra. All right. We all know where our heart is. It is in the center of your chest. It's not actually in the center of your chest, but that's just what we say. Okay. So it is wellness and love, to love and to be loved. As we say at Love in Action Network, you are loved and lovable. Nobody can change that. You will always be loved and lovable. You will always be loved and lovable. No one can change it, even yourself, right? The color of the chakra today is green. Look around your room, find some green. I don't know if you can see it on the green screen. Let me come over here. There's my mug. Okay, I always have green mug. I try to have my green mug on Wednesdays. Sometimes it's dirty. So find some green in your room. And what do you get back from the green? Wisdom, money, luck, abundance, fertility, healing, manifestation, nature, and trust. And just by finding this green in the room doesn't mean that you're going to have all those things. You have to have the intention. Right? We talk a lot about intentions. I think we talk about it in DIB work. We talk about it in even just like social media work. We talk about it in singing in terms of performing and, blah, da, 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 da. We talk about it a lot. Okay. And one of the things I lost the whole train of thought. Like just by finding green is not going to make you rich, right? Just by looking at green is not going to make you fertile. It's just not. You have to intend to do those things, right? Or to have those things. Yeah. The food of the day is our kiwis, limes. I have kiwis in the kitchen. About to have one with my lunch. Kiwis, limes, green apple, and leafy greens. We love leafy greens around here of all varieties. Okay. If you use crystals, you could use aventurine, a green aventurine, rose quartz, rhodonite, emerald, and green calcite. Okay. If you are imbalanced in your heart chakra, you are unable to love. Those are you people who are on 3 wheels, right? Or are on 2 wheels or have 3 flats, whatever the case may be. Come into Love in Action Network, right? You're unable to love. You're unable to give, right? Gosh, I have a story about this morning. So I got an email and part of this is like my Gmail is not popping up on my phone in the way it's supposed to. And like my technology is just not going well. And that kind of put me in a mood. But I had an email from a student about coming at 10 a.m. today. And I had it was like 9:30 and I just got out of the shower and I was like, oh my God, I don't want to do this, right? I don't want to do this. But then I decided, what if I just give? What if I just love? What if I just accept? Just for today. And we had a brilliant lesson. Right? In that moment, I was a little imbalanced in my heart chakra. In that moment, I was on the emotions downward spiral, right? I was frustrated, rolling my eyes. But instead, I decided to align myself, right? And be loving and peaceful and accepting and loved and lovable. And choose to believe that my student was loved and lovable. And that my student maybe just needed to hear me today. Maybe that student was so adamant about having a lesson today because they just needed to sing a little, you know? These are just tools. You can rely on them just for today. Just for today. All right. Oh, the affirmation of today. We've already talked about a lot of affirmations, but the affirmation of today is I love. Go ahead and put in the chat what you love. I love myself. I love my community. I love my dogs. I love my baby. I love the shirt, which is where we're going to go with authenticity later. I love this shirt. I love the sunshine, even though it's cold. I love pasta. I love food. I love coffee. I love colors. I love singing. I love teaching. I love facilitating. I love being in community with people. Yeah. I love. And I love hard. That's one of the things about me. Yes, come on, French fries. I see you. Come on, French fries. I also love French fries. It's been a problem in this pregnancy. It's like one of the few things that I crave. I'm like, can I have French fries with every meal? No, Tara, you cannot have French fries with every meal as a pregnant person. You have to have some leafy greens to balance it out. Yes, Kitty Burger. Snack says, I love Kitty Burger. Yes, we love Kitty Burger. Kitty Burger is the best co-host. See, when I go on maternity leave, you won't actually be alone. You'll have Kitty Burger. I'm sure Kitty Burger will talk a lot. Okay, we're moving on from the heart chakra. Like I said, y'all, I'm moving us through stuff today. It's not because I don't love you. It's not because I don't want to be here. It is because I was expecting to have a more relaxing morning. Again, this goes back to like releasing and accepting, letting go, et cetera, of these kind of things that frustrate us or put us in these kind of downward spirals or uncomfortable emotions. And a lot of it is the heart chakra. We could talk about the sacral chakra, which Dr. Flo did on Monday, in the I feel. Like I was very frustrated this morning that I was very frustrated this morning that I had to move faster than I wanted to, right? I just wanted to have a relaxation morning. I wanted to move, slowly to my computer. I wanted to do my work at my pace. And I was sort of thrust into, oh, your brain's got to be awake. Oh, you just, you gotta move. And I don't love that wasn't planned, right? But I do love that I was able to overcome it, right? To go back to the We the Urban, I closed it already, right? Why should this time be any different? I've always found a way. Why should this time be any different? All right, I'm scrolling through the BD. I've got 2 days to read here. So the Melody BD is 52 weeks of conscious contact. Holy crapola, can I speak today? Conscious contact, 52 weeks of conscious contact by Melody BD. This is connected to the 12-step tradition, Alcoholics Anonymous, et cetera, et cetera. So if you hear some things like that, if you hear the word God, know that we are a bring your own belief, replace it with a word that makes you feel comfortable, okay? And we read this every single day in Love in Action Network, and it helps to center our work for the week. As the leaders of Love in Action Network, those of us that lead the daily boosts, etc., and we try to center around both the 7-day chakra challenge and this. So our theme for this week is an open mind, and you can catch the initial reading. I'm actually not sure we have that footage, but Poppy Wata read it on Saturday. And then Dr. Flo did day 2 on Monday. I'm going to do day 3 and day 4. Okay. So we've got a challenge and we've got an inventory focus. I always encourage you to have a notebook or your notes app open just so that you can take what you need, right? Take what you need, leave everything else on the table. That's a life lesson. All right. So here's day 3. There are so many ripoff artists and scams in the world. There's so much that disappoints us. We get excited about someone or something, then we check it out and find out it's not what everyone says it is. Sometimes negative thinking is easier and more realistic. Sometimes I get so busy that I do what I call lazy thinking. I ignore little warning signs, things that make me go make my gut go click, or I rely on my assumptions because it takes less work, rather than checking things out for myself. Yes, sometimes we're disappointed. Sometimes the price to pay for staying aware is we discover something that hurts our feelings or disappoints us. But every once in a while, something or someone comes along that's a pleasant and rewarding surprise. The challenge of the week. The hardest thing about staying open is that it requires constant, diligent effort and work. I'll read it one more time. The hardest thing about staying open is that it requires constant, diligent effort and work. Here's day 4. This is usually the one where there's a bunch of questions to answer, so get ready. Day 4. I was on a train in China with my hiking partner. The train's departure time was delayed. We sat across a table from a man and a woman who looked to be in their late 20s or early 30s. The delay in departing went on and on. Like us, the couple we sat across from had brought a large bag of snack foods onto the train. They remind me of us, I said in a voice they could clearly hear. I didn't think this couple spoke English. Kind of cute, but nerdy. And look, I said, they've already eaten all their snacks, and we haven't even left the station. Finally, the train took off. About half an hour into the ride, the man across from us smiled. So, where are you guys from? He asked in perfect English. First of all, can we? I'll finish this, but like, let's not assume people's languages because of their phenotype. But okay. Anyway, we can prejudge people to be gods and saints, then become disappointed when we find out they're not, because literally no one is. We can assume that others have nothing to teach us because of their humble or simple lifestyles. Some people say that to assume makes an ass out of you and me. Usually, when I assume, it simply irritates other people and makes an ass out of me. The inventory focus of the week. Are you prejudging a situation or a person right now? Do you have a history of predeciding how something or someone is going to be, then plowing ahead based on the decision instead of staying aware and open? Is life trying to get your attention right now? Sometimes circumstances change. There's no substitute for daily awareness. I'll read the inventory focus one more time. I think that first question is the biggest one, right? The first question is the biggest one. It says, are you prejudging a situation or a person right now? Do you have a history of predeciding how something or someone is going to be, then plowing ahead based on that decision instead of staying aware and open? Is life trying to get your attention right now? Sometimes circumstances change. There's no substitute for daily awareness. There's no substitute for daily awareness. Okay? I hope you gleaned something from that. Again, these are just tools. These are books that we use. You can join Love in Action Network at lovedandlovable.org. Dr. Flo has a mobile book club. I believe he just dropped another book in there yesterday. About like it's about like the brain, how God changes your brain, I think is what it called. How God, let me go find it. I don't even know where it is, y'all. We got Team Better. Let's see, Dr. Flo Mobile Book Club. I don't even think I can open it. Let's see, show and finder. It's by Andrew Newberg. And it is opening so that I can see the title page. Y'all, this is not what we're supposed to be doing. How God changes your brain. Okay, how God changes your brain. Dr. Flo did just drop it into the Dr. Flo Mobile Book Club, which is in Team Better. If you are not in that chat, be in that chat. Lovedandlovable.org, 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 lovedandlovable.org. Okay, so much like the melody left us with daily awareness, there's no substitute for daily awareness. You know what else there's not a substitute for? You know what else there's not a substitute for? And if you're here in the chat, let me know what you love. What do you love today? And if you are a VIP Love in Action member, make sure that you have checked yourself in on Halo. You know what else we can't live without daily? There's no substitute for authenticity. And Dr. Flo and I talked about this in the masterclass last night, but I wanted to bring it here because I love this shirt because it says go find less. This is go find less. For those of you on the YouTubes, let me see if I can give you a good shot. I got a good shot on the Instagrams. But let me see if I can get it on the YouTubes. This is it's a quote from Elise Myers, who's a really famous, not a really famous, has a bunch of TikTok followers, okay? Whatever that means. I hope y'all can see it. There it goes. I'm watching the YouTube to see it. Go find less. Go find less. And I just want to encourage you all that if you feel like you're trying, and Dr. Flo talks about this a lot, if you feel like you're trying to be authentic, you're probably not being authentic. If you feel like you're having to think about what you say to make sure it's quote unquote politically correct instead of just saying what you believe, you're probably not being authentic. Right? I found myself again in these situations this morning. What's authentic to me is being able to walk in the room and do a really good lesson or a really good recording session without much prep time. Right? That's authentic. And if I had said no, that's not authentic to me. And the people that can't handle you at your most authentic, when you're not pleasing them with your words or your personality or your singing, those people can go find less. All of this today has been wrapped around what we've been talking about for weeks and have become re-obsessed with, right? There are a couple things we're fascinated by in Love in Action Network. What can you put it in chat? Y'all know what it is? Number one, what are we obsessed with? What are we fascinated by? Freedom, right? Freedom. Number two, encouraging, equipping, and empowering, right? And number three, the one that I was just referencing, is wholeness. Wholeness. You coming home to yourself, you being aware, you having an open mind, having positive belief, being able to manifest, being able to love, being able to believe that you are loved and lovable. That comes from wholeness. When you are whole, then you can have overflow. When you have overflow, then we change the world, right? And as I've been saying this whole live today, our goal is to reach you before you feel not whole. Our goal is to be proactive. Our goal is to give you the tools to use. But don't you worry about those haters, right? Don't you worry about the people that push back on you. And I put on this shirt for a reason this morning, right? I put on this shirt because I was feeling like, man, I'm just not getting any engagement. Like nobody's talking. Nobody wants to talk about what I want to talk about. And I was just blaming myself, right? Blame. Let me go to lovedandlovable.org, y'all. I usually don't do this, but let me go to lovedandlovable.org right quick. And I'm going to click here to start to heal your emotions. I'm going to click here to go deeper. And I'm going to look. What word did I just use? Blame. Blame. Blame is number 15 on the emotional guidance scale. Blame is number 15. I was blaming myself. Blaming myself for my content not being good enough, for me not being interesting, for me not being loud enough, for me not speaking out more, ceasefire now, free Palestine. And y'all, I just don't understand. I have a hard time believing that y'all truly believe that a ceasefire isn't the right answer. Like that's a weird concept. I'm not going to go in on y'all today. I might go in on y'all on a post, but I'm not going to go in on y'all in this daily boost. Okay? But these people that aren't engaging, these bots, these love lurkers, I can't blame myself. And I can't blame them. But what I can say is that they can go find less. I can believe, again, back to this emotional guidance scale, that I am, through the ways in which I speak, bringing passion and enthusiasm and positive belief and optimism and hopefulness and contentment and knowledge and empowerment and freedom and love and appreciation through my embodiment of my own authenticity, of my own wholeness. I am not uninteresting. I am not bold. I am not. I know who I am. I love who I am. So to your haters, to the people that don't engage, to the people that are just too busy, to the people that don't take a moment to care and to understand why you're saying the things you're saying, right? They can go find less. They can go find less. Hello, sunflower. Hello, hello. Authenticity and consent. Man, if you've got those, you've got a world. All right, let me share my screen. Coming off my sermon. All right, that was my sermon on authenticity. If you were not present last night at the Social Misha Masterclass, we did talk a lot about authenticity. I'm going to share lovedandlovable.org. Here's the emotion wheels, but we're going to go back to the homepage. So this evening, I'm going to run through today's events and tomorrow's events, let you know how to RSVP, let you know how to join, and then we will be out of here. I don't play baseball, but I hear that's what they do. Anyway, okay. So you are currently sitting in the Love in Action Daily Boost with me, Tara Praiolo. You can join us this evening for Dr. Flo's Concert of Hope at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Central Time. Then we have Waiting to Exhale at a new location on TikTok. The public portion of Waiting to Exhale will be on Tiki Talks tonight at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Join it or be square. Okay? It's a venting space that we have in Love and Action Network. I told y'all, I've been telling y'all all day that at Love and Action Network, we have places for all sorts. We got football, we got Olympics, we got makeups, we got singing chats, we got upliftment, we got all the things, okay? All the things. And then tomorrow, and I guess I'll go over Friday, I think there's a couple more events that are over in the VIP Halo. You can also expect an unboxing today, I do believe, because Dr. Flo got a big box earlier, so you can expect an unboxing at some point. And again, in order to get in on that, you need to be a VIP Halo member. How do you be a VIP Halo membership? I'll show you in a second. Tomorrow and Friday, Snacks is back with the Daily Boost. He'll be doing throat chakra and third eye chakra. And that's at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay. So you're wondering, Tara, you keep talking about this membership. Where do I go? You click on membership on the home page and it brings you here. Okay. Look, click here for access to our VIP membership. And it's going to bring us to Halo. Look at that. And you can join us there. Look at them apples. Go to group. I'm already a part of the group, but I think it will say join group. Okay. We'll vouch for you and, da. Okay. So that's how you get to the VIP Halo. Again, there are also other ways to connect with us. If you're like, I don't want the events, I don't care. You can also join us in the community chat threads. There's tons. There are tons of threads, y'all. There's a Team Better super chat. There is the broadcast channel where we all post when we go live. Our folks who are leaders in the network, who are practitioners of the Love in Action message, etc., etc. And you can sign up. Here's where I'm going for the end. Okay. Y'all are like, hmm, how do I find the replays? Well, you can join our Substack. Okay. So you can just click here. Our producers and partners deliver uplifting content online every day. Click here to subscribe. So that is our newsletter where we repost all of the daily boosts. You can also join each one of our practitioners on their preferred platforms, as well as YouTube. We are all linked to each other on our featured channels on our YouTube channel. So if you click, you're on YouTube right now, you click on my channel, you're going to see featured channels. Follow every single one of those. Okay. And that is at lovedandlovable.org. I'm going to stop sharing my screen to say goodbye to you all. Stop sharing my screen to say goodbye to you all. There we go. Continue to be anti-racist. Be safe. Wear a freaking mask. Do good work. Make good trouble. Make good trouble. That might mean that you're sharing something you're uncomfortable with sharing. Share it anyway. It might mean calling your representatives. It might mean making something hard for someone else with some tough love. That's okay. That's all okay. Make good trouble. I love y'all hardcore. You are loved and lovable. And I will see y'all around the network. Peace.